10 Ways to Hear Snow by Cathy Camper. Don't forget, boys and girls, to like and subscribe. When Lena woke up, everything was quiet. No cars honked, no buses chugged, no garbage trucks gulped trash across the street. Snow! Last night's blizzard was gone, leaving the city muffled in white. But today was Grape Leaf Day when Lena would help her grandma make. City was losing her eyesight, and Lena loved helping her cook. I want to tell City about the snowstorm and make sure she's okay. The snow's so deep, Lena mom said. We could go with you, Lena's dad offered, but Lena wanted to go to City's by herself. Stay warm, her dad told her. Lena bundled up. Outside, the sun was on the snow, was so bright, white as a light bulb. Lena squinched her eyes and pulled her scarf over her nose. She could barely see. I wonder if this is how CDs feel, Lena thought. The world sounded softer, but the noises she heard were clear. Scrape, 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 scrape. What was that? It was Miss Watson's shovel digging out the sidewalk. That's one way to hear snow, Lena thought. Lena walked down the street. Snick, sneak, snick. The noise was low to the ground. What was that? It was the trends of Lena's boots crunching snow into the tiny waffles. 2 ways to hear snow. Lena ducked under a pine tree. Plump! A powdery sound. A blue jay on a branch had knocking down snow. 3 ways to hear snow, Lena counted. She listened for more. Swish, 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 swish. What was that soft, whiskery noise? People were swiping snow off their cars. Their brushes made the 4th way to hear snow. Lena cut across the park. Screech, scratch, screech, scratch, zig, zag, zig, zag. Another snow noise? Lena saw long, skinny tracks by her boots. Ahead of her, people were skiing. Their skis made the 5th way to hear snow. Richard and Miriam were building a snowman. Pat, pat, pat. What was that? It was the mitten smoothing the snowman's head. The gentle sound made the 6th way to hear snow. As Lena walked away, her friends whispered and laughed. Thump! Oh no! Lena ran away fast from the 7th way to hear snow. Lena reached City's building all out of breath, her boots covered with white powder. Stomp, stomp, stomp. Lena giggled. She was making the 8th way to hear snow. Hello, Lena, the lady in the lobby said. Go on in. She pointed toward Lena's grandma's room. Lena tapped on the door. Surprise! Seedy, it's me. I came to make grape leaves with you. Lena threw her coat and mittens on the radiator to dry. Wonderful. The lamb and the rice are ready, Seedy said. Yalla, I can't wait, Lena shouted. Let's get started. Lena rinsed the grape leaves and placed them on towels. Put some filling in the center, rolled them up, and put them in the pot, Seedy instructed. They're like little grape leaf cocoons, Lena said, looking at them piled on the plate, or lots of little sleeping bags, Seedy replied. Ha, mine looks like a mustache. Lena held her stuffed grape leaf under her nose. Seedy held hers under her nose too. That's good. She wrinkled her face and said, We look like a couple real tough guys and a tough guy voice. Seedy, did you know we had a blizzard last night? Of course. Lena was surprised. How could her grandma know? She couldn't see very well. Then she heard a noise. Drip, drip went the mittens. It was the sound of snow melting. Non waits to hear snow. Suddenly, Lena understood how Seedy knew. Seedy, did you hear the snow? Seedy smiled. Each morning, I opened the window and listened. Today, everything sounded hushed and soft. No noise. It's the sound that means it's snowing. CD, I listened too. I heard snow 9 different ways. Shovels were one, boots were two, the blue jays was three. Slow down. I want to hear them all, but right now, shh. CD went to the window and opened it again. Listen, she said. Outside, the late blue afternoon was completely still. Quiet is the 10th way to hear snow.